uh hello guys, good morning. It's morning here from my side. I don't know what time are you watching this video, but if it is morning, good morning. If it is evening, good evening. If it is afternoon, I'm sorry, good afternoon. Else, good night. I hope you understand what we just did right now. It is called if-else statement. If you can remember from your JavaScript class courses. So before I disturb your ears, let me start with introducing myself to you. I am Ahmad Awal Abubakar, a tutor from 180 Days Challenge Group, and I'm here to give you my best, as in to give all my best, all I have, all I can give to you guys. Stay tuned, stay connected with us here. We will try our best. We will do all what we can do to help you to transition from a zero dev to a Wave 3 developer, or I can say blockchain developer, something like that. So thank you guys, let's get started. So if I can remember, I said in the group, before we move to the next course, we need to test out all what we have been learning so far from HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So for that, we come up with some simple JavaScript project ideas that covers all what we have been learning from day one. So yeah, we will cover it by God's grace. So in this particular video that I'm doing right now, we are going to take two simple projects, JavaScript stopwatch and JavaScript digital watch. So they are very simple projects, simple beginner projects, you understand? So you will understand it. It is a simple project here. So let's get started. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and even click on the bell icon so that you can get notified whenever a new updated video is out. And don't forget to like the video. Just 3 simple clicks. Subscribe first, second, like the video, third, hit the bell icon for instant notification. You understand? Okay, before I annoy your ears, let's start with your favorite. No, my favorite. Let's start coding. Let's start implementing. Okay, yeah, let's start it, bro. Which one are we starting with first? Stopwatch or the digital watch? Let's start with the stopwatch. So I'm using Visual Studio Code. You can use any code editor you want. So let me share my screen. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? It is written Visual Studio Code editing evolved. Let's all start. Let's start by structuring the folders. New folder. JavaScript stopwatch. JavaScript, I made a mistake there. JavaScript stopwatch. I create a folder with the name JavaScript stopwatch. Inside the folder, I will create a page index.html. We are doing this, bro. So let's create another folder. I'm going with JS digital watch. Let's create another file, index.html. Okay, this is more than enough. Let's start with which one are we starting with, self? Let's start with the stopwatch. So for us to have a simple stopwatch, we need to create a basic HTML page. So I'm using this extension, HTML extension. So whenever I type on my VS Code, whenever I type HTML, it gives me these three options. So I'm using HTML5. When I click on it, I will get a complete structured HTML5 web page code, so that I can no need to waste time recreating again. Let's see, you understand? I have a complete document, HTML document complete. So let's print hello world. Let's see. I said I'm not going to open the file until I finish. Let's just complete. Let's continue coding. Okay, we are going to start by having some content inside the web page, like what should I say, just some typos inside the web page, something like, let's say we have a heading that says h1, that says stopwatch. Okay, JavaScript stopwatch, JavaScript stopwatch. Okay, and then what so JavaScript stopwatch, then okay, let's make it just stopwatch. another heading, but this time let's make it h2, smaller than the one we have up there. Vanilla JavaScript stopwatch. After that, we will need to have some where the clock, where the time will show. Okay, in the first place, let's wrap it in a div. I forget, for easy styling, let's wrap it in a division. I know all of you know how. I'm sure all of you know how to use this. Code block and delete it. Come over here, first it's okay. Multi-select, multiple cursor. Okay, so let's give this a class. Go wrapper that wraps all the page. Then after the class, after the heading, let's create this timer. Let's create the timer. A smaller version. Let's use span tag for the let's give it the time 0 0, another 0 0. This particular line will give us the timer mode. Yeah, so let's create some buttons to start, stop and reset. Okay. Button, start. Let's just copy and paste them. Control C, Control B, Control B. Yeah, set. Okay, stop, and then reset. Let's try running it on our local server. I'm using live server, so let's see. Let me share the screen so that you can. Okay. Okay, So this is it. Hope you can see my web page. Okay, see start button, stop button, reset, the timer. This is our first heading, this is our second heading, but oops, you can say the website is not well styled. Okay, let's use CSS and style it. Okay. Okay. So are we going to use okay, let's just let's give them some IDs. Okay, this one, let's give it an ID. This is the seconds. Okay, yeah, this is the seconds. Let's give it ID seconds, and this ID tenths. Let's give them tenths. Those are milliseconds, I think. Tenths. Okay. Oh, the buttons too, let us give them some IDs. Okay, multi-cursor. If you want to use this multi-cursor, you can press your alt key, alt, and then select whenever you want to use it. You see, I'm selecting. Okay, so when you use, you are using them for multi selection. If you want to select multiple line to change your or to write something, so I will just ID. So you see, it is as simple as easy as doing button ID. I'm not gonna make it complete button. BTN means button starts, BTN button stuff, button receipts, button receipt. Okay, so let's go up there and style the whole thing. Let's update the title to stopwatch 180 stopwatch or 180 stopwatch. Okay, for Daniel, let's do this for Daniel, our best student so far. Daniel's stopwatch. Okay, so let's start by styling. Let's create the style tag. Okay, control. Okay, I'm using control. Okay, style tag. So so I already made the style for the whole app. So if I say I will go on styling, that will take most of our time. Okay, So I'll just copy the style and paste it there. We don't have enough time. Time is not on our back, bro. Okay, copy that, come here, boom, Control B, everything is here. Okay, so I need to update some small thing. I use wrap there, but I use wrapper here. Okay, if I say Control S, let's check it out. Let's check it out. Okay, and boom, we have the UI ready. Everything is to center, everything, background, nice background. You see the button has some border radius, border stops. You see the buttons are clickable, but when I click, nothing happens to the timer, as you can see. Okay, let's implement the JavaScript. Let's implement the functionalities. Okay, bro, let's do this. Boom, 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 boom. I suggest we should hear some music spa. I know, time for music. So we will have our script tag ready for the JavaScript code inside our HTML file. Okay, so the functionalities we are going to add mostly are for this wait, are you guys seeing my screen? Okay, yeah, you are seeing. Okay, so the functionalities are for these buttons and for this time tag. So we are going to add this to the script. Okay, so the whole thing is going to be inside a function that will be called every time the the window get load, as in whenever the page get load. So we are going to declare it like this: window dot load whenever the web page get loads. So this function will be called. Hope you understand. So window.unload is equals to a function. That a function the function does what? Let's alert something to the web page and see in the first place. Alert. That alert. Hello, Daniel's stop watch. Control S. Let me share the screen and see what just got pops up. Okay, when I click on this, let's start. So our JavaScript is working, as you can see. Hello, I'm Daniel, stopwatch. Okay, so let's make the thing workable here and here and here. Okay, so let's start by declaring some variables. From the timer, we have a second, a span with id second. Let's declare the seconds variable, var seconds. And the initial value will be 0. Let's copy it, Control C, Control P. So we have tenths after seconds. So the initial value 2 will be 0, and then we will set the element so that the JavaScript function can update the element from this JavaScript function. So we are declaring update tenths equals to document dot get element by id. It is a inbuilt function, and the id is what's the id? Tenths. Same thing for the seconds. Control C. Control B. Update seconds instead. So the id of seconds is seconds. So after the second and the tenths, let's grab the button functionality too. The button document, so that we can access the button. Okay, variable start equals to document dot get element by id button start. Let's copy it. Let's do it for the stop button. Control B, and the reset button, Control E. Stop button stop, reset button reset. Okay, that was on button reset. Now we are done with the buttons and the timer, tens and seconds. Now let's create what next? Interval. Let's create interval. The initial state is, let's leave it like that. That will be the time interval. Okay, so let's add the button logic. Okay, the start button, start dot on click. This is a way of like grabbing event, like event listing. We declare this this particular button start, and the start button, we linked it with the button start, this particular button that we have. So instead of us to write an event here on click event, so we just make it with this start dot on click. Whenever start this function, this button get clicked, so function should happen. So we are writing the function now. Whenever the start button is clicked, function, okay, so the function that will happen is the interval, whatever is this interval, it need to be clear in the first place after the button get clicked. So it will clear interval. This is an inbuilt function, so it will just clear our interval. Whatever our interval is will be cleared. And then the interval will be updated with set interval, new interval. That means a new interval will be created. So by calling the start, we will declare a function down there that will start the timer, you understand? So the interval will be created new with the new start timer function. So the start timer function get called here. Okay, so whenever the start button get clicked, so it will, the browser will clear the interval and start a new interval. So on the stop button dot on click, whenever the stop button get clicked, function will happen, will be triggered. So the function will just clear the interval. Whenever stop button just been clicked, it will just clear the interval. Reset, whenever reset got clicked, on click of reset button, the function will be triggered too. So the function So in the first place, the function will clear the interval and reset everything to its initial state. So clear interval so the tens equals to 0, the seconds to equals to 0, 0, update tens in HTML gonna be equals to tens, and then update it's gonna be seconds here, I'm sorry, seconds, update tens dot inner HTML gonna be equals to tens. Okay, this is all the logic of the start, stop, and the reset button. So now let's start with the the start timer function. So let's declare the function with the name start timer parentheses. So whenever the start timer get called, the time and the seconds started to run. So the initial value of the tens is 0. So when the start timer get called, the initial value will be updating like that. So the logic start with the tens, the first 2 seconds before the 1 second, that's the milliseconds, started to run, and then later the 1 seconds 1 2 3 get start to be going off. So let's put it, the tens get added by 1, tens plus, as far as the function get called, it continues to loop till you click on the stop, and then the interval get clear, everything gets stopped. You understand? So if tens is less than or equals to 9, then update tens dot inner HTML will be with 0 in front. As far as the post 0 is not equals to 10, then there will be a 0 in front of the number. You understand? Plus the tens. Understand, ma? So that is how it goes. Okay, then the second condition is if the value is greater than 9, that means it's up to 10, 11, 11. So the number will be on the base 10, on 10, 11, 10, 1 and 0, then 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. You understand? Instead, if it is less than 9, it will be 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, something like that. So for now, it will be if 10 is greater than 9, then what will be rendered on the UI going to be update tens dot inner HTML equals to tens. Okay, hope you understand. So then if the milliseconds extend 99, that means it reaches 100. But if it reaches 100, then so it's supposed to be if it extend 60, not 99. But as far as we are dealing with seconds, 60 seconds, yeah. If it extend, okay, that's the tens. Okay, if tens extend 99, 1 second up has happened. If tens tend to be greater than 99, then then seconds will be triggered plus, and then we should update the second from the UI. Update seconds dot inner HTML will be equals to S0 plus the number plus seconds. Yeah. So, and then the tens, the other number will no longer be going. Then the tens is equals to 0 and then update tens inner HTML is gonna be 0 plus 0. Yeah. Then the next condition is if seconds is greater than 9, then what will happen is update the value update seconds, the UI of the seconds that inner HTML is gonna be equals to seconds. It will just render the numbers. Oh, okay, I think it is done. Well, we are done with the start timer function. Let's check it. Start when the time start, the tens, the first zeros get start to work, and if the tens is less than or equals to 9, then we start it with 0. If tens is greater than 9, then make it the whole 10, and if 10 is greater than 99, just render seconds, stop rendering tens. Yeah, I hope it will work. Let's save it and try it from the so okay, it goes rendered. it works perfectly. Wow, we just created an stopwatch. Let's click on the stop. Yeah, it stops. When you click on it, yeah, it comes back. You see, this is the update tense, this is the update seconds, this is the seconds. So when the seconds is less than 9, you see the number is just 1 plus this 0. So but when it passes 9, it will just render the numbers. Let's see. See here? You see? Yeah. Oh, well, great. So, but I think this is the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and hit on the bell icon, and try to understand what we just did now, and we will meet in the next upcoming video. Thank you guys.